An Iowa judge considers whether to unseal a search warrant in the missing persons cold case of Jodi Huisentruit. The former KIMT morning anchor has not been seen since 1995. KIMT News 3's Sananda McCall is joining us live from Mason City after attending a 2 p.m. hearing. Sananda, what are you learning this afternoon?
Hey Jess, right now I am standing outside of the KIMT News 3 studio in Mason City, which is where former morning news anchor Jodi Huisentruit was expected to show up for her shift, but on July 27th of 1995, but she never made it. Now, nearly 30 years ago, attorneys for a private investigator in Iowa have filed paperwork to unseal unseal a 2017 vehicle search warrant connected to John Van Cise, who was previously listed as a person of interest in the case, but he died in December of last year. Now, around 2 this afternoon in Mason City courtroom, the private investigator Steve Ridge and his counsel said it is time for Jodi's family to receive closure by unsealing those details of the search warrant, especially since Van Cise can no longer be investigated. The county attorney argued that the information law enforcement says still cannot be released to the public, and if the warrant were, basically the county attorney said that there is still information in the search warrant that law enforcement is saying is confidential and cannot be released to the public. The judge asked if maybe portions of the warrant could be released, possibly with redacted information, and he also asked the county attorney if the passage of time weakens his argument to keep the info sealed, and here's what he said.
It's not just names listed. When they do an affidavit, especially early on in an investigation, there's a lot of facts that are put in that affidavit. For example, the scene, what they saw at the scene, the different people at the scene. There's a lot of that information that is still good today. If we interviewed somebody, we would want to know whether they're telling the truth.
Now, the judge is recommending that it take another 30 days for him to give this motion a thought as to if he will unseal these records, while the county attorney is requesting that maybe there be another 5 years for the search warrant to remain sealed. Live in Mason City, Sananda McCall, KIMT News 3.
Thank you so much, Sananda, for that update. We will be hearing more from inside the courtroom coming up on KIMT News 3 at 5.